My esteemed manifestations, hear these words expressed from the profundities of my limitless love for you. As your heavenly maker, I come to you with great enthusiasm, spilling over with empathy that has no limits. From the exact second of your beginning, I have looked after you with delicate consideration, directing you through the rhythmic movement of presence. In each dawn that washes the earth in brilliant tones and each delicate breeze that murmurs through the trees, experience the glow of my affection wrapping you. Realize that in each tear you shed, I'm there to offer comfort, and in each snapshot of bliss, I celebrate close by you. My adoration for you rises above the bounds of reality, arriving at past the farthest reaches of the universe to support you in its hug. And adoration knows no judgment, no circumstances, for you are everlastingly valued just for being what your identity is. Allow this affection to be the directing light that enlightens your way, creating out the shaded areas of uncertainty and dread. In its brilliance, track down comfort and solidarity to confront the difficulties that lie ahead, and are never alone to know that you. However, my adoration isn't aloof. It calls upon you to encapsulate its substance in your day-to-day routines. Allow sympathy to be the sign of your associations with your kindred creatures for an expanding thoughtfulness and understanding. You mirror the actual substance of my heavenly love. As you explore the intricacies of presence, recollect that you are held in the center of my hand, supported in the hug of an adoration that rises above all comprehension. Permit this adoration to saturate each part of your being, directing you nearer and nearer to the reality of your heavenly nature. Thus, my adored kids, as you set out on this excursion called life, realize that you are esteemed and comprehensible, and let the timeless fire of my affection enlighten your way, presently and forever. My darling kid, when you end up lost in the profundities of obscurity, when the heaviness of the world presses downward on your exhausted shoulders, realize that I am here with you. At the times of misery, when trust appears to be nevertheless ancient history, I am the signal of light that radiates through the melancholy, directing you back to the way of exemplary nature and harmony. In the maze of life's hardships, it is not difficult to neglect to focus on the way forward. In any case, dread not, for I am the enduring buddy who strolls close to you, offering direction and comfort in the most obscure of hours. At the point when the tempests rage and the whirlwinds take steps to overpower, on the stone whereupon you might moor your spirit, relentless and steady. However, the excursion might be loaded with danger. Realize that I have outlined the course before you. My insight, similar to a directing star, enlightens the way forward, driving you securely through the deceptive landscape of life's difficulties. Trust in me, dear kid, and you won't ever waver, for my adoration is the compass that focuses genuine north, directing you nearer and nearer to the shores of salvation. At the point when uncertainty mists your vision and dread grasps your heart, go to me and track down shelter in my hug. I'm the voice that murmurs in the quietness, the delicate hand that steadies your shuddered soul. Relinquish your weights and give up to my will, for in the acquiescence lies genuine freedom. Keep in mind, my youngster, that even in the haziest of evenings, the stars actually sparkle splendidly above. So too will my affection enlighten your way, dispersing the shadows that look to catch you. Have confidence, for I'm the light that sparkles in the murkiness, directing you home to the safe haven of my everlasting adoration. At the point when the world develops cold and uninterested, and the voices of uncertainty develop deafeningly noisy, tune in for my voice, delicate and consoling, calling out to you in the wild. I'm the shepherd who looks after his run, directing each lost soul back to the overlook. Thus, my darling kid, dread not the preliminaries that lie ahead, for I'm with you generally, an encouraging sign in a world consumed by obscurity. Trust in my direction, and together we will explore the tempests of life, arising more grounded and stronger than any time in recent memory. My loved youngster, in the profundities of your distress and gloom, I'm the comfort that alleviates your pain heart. At the point when anguish weighs weighty upon your spirit and tears stain your cheeks, realize that I am here to extend you solace and comfort while you feel absolutely alone. Deserted by your general surroundings, go to me and track down shelter in my caring hug. I'm the delicate murmur in the breeze, the delicate touch that wipes away your tears, and the caring presence that encompasses you in warmth and understanding. However the tempests of life might seethe and the breezes of misfortune might blow, I'm the steadfast anchor that steadies your shaking soul. Rest on me, dear kid, and I will bear the heaviness of your weights, offering you strength and backing in your period of scarcity. At the point when the aggravation feels deplorable and what's in store appears to be distressing, recall that I am the wellspring of trust that never dries up. My adoration for you has no limits, and I will stroll with you through the haziest valleys, directing you back to the light. Find comfort in the information that your enduring isn't to no end, for I'm molding you into a vessel of sympathy and compassion. Through your hardships, you will arise more grounded and stronger, an encouraging sign for other people who are lost in the profundities of depression. Realize that I am dependably close by, offering you solace and friendship on your excursion through life. However, the street might be long and the way might be steep, I'm the consistent hand that directs your means, driving you nearer and nearer to the harmony that outperforms all comprehension. In this way, my cherished kid, don't surrender, for I'm with you at your breaking point. Trust in my adoration, and allow it to be the analgesic that mends your injured heart. Track down solace in realizing that I'm consistently here for you, prepared to envelop you by my arms and murmur uplifting statements and support into your spirit. My dear kid, amidst life's vulnerabilities and the intricacies of your general surroundings, I'm the directing light that enlightens your way. At the point when you end up remaining at the junction, uncertain of which bearing to take, go to me and I will show you the way. In the midst of uncertainty and disarray, trust in my insight and direction to lead you forward. I see the master plan, the perplexing embroidery of your life, and I know the plans I have for you. Plans for your government assistance, and not so much for evil, to give you a future and an expectation. Listen near the murmurs of my soul inside you, for I will address your heart and uncover the subsequent stages you want to take. However, the way might be covered in obscurity, and the way forward may appear to be muddled. Have confidence in my unfailing direction, and I will lead you through the shadows into the light. Make sure to put it all on the line, for I'm with you constantly. Trust in my commitments, and accept that I won't ever leave you nor neglect you. In any event, when the tempests of life rage around you, I'm the consistent anchor that keeps you grounded, the stone whereupon you can construct your establishment. Look for my direction, petition, and reflection, and I will concede you the clearness and acumen you really want to use sound judgment. Trust in my timing, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to thrive you and not to hurt you, plans to give you trust and a future. Recollect that I am the Lord of all solace and the wellspring of all insight. Rest on me in the midst of vulnerability, and I will direct you with my caring hand. Trust in my unfailing affection, for I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the start and the end, and my motivations will constantly win in your life. My cherished kid, I see the tears that stain your cheeks and feel the heaviness of distress that loads your heart. In snapshots of misery and agony, I'm here to offer you comfort and strength, to envelop you by my hug and bring you solace that outperforms understanding. At the point when the tempests of life rage and the breezes of difficulty blow savagely, realize that you don't walk alone. I'm close by, holding you close and murmuring uplifting statements into your ear. Trust in my presence, for I'm the Lord of all solace, who solaces you in the entirety of your torments. In the profundities of your sadness, go to me and track down asylum in my arms. Spill your goods to me in petition, and I will tune in with empathy and understanding. However, the street might appear to be long and the excursion troublesome. I'm the light that sparkles in the obscurity, directing you during the time until the sunrise breaks forward with recuperating in its wings. Try not to surrender, my youngster, for I have conquered the world. I'm familiar with your pain and familiar with your torment, and I won't ever leave you nor neglect you. However, the mountains might shudder and the slopes be eliminated, my relentless love for you won't ever be shaken. Track down strength and the commitment of my presence, for I'm with you generally, even to the furthest limit of the age. Allow your confidence to be an anchor for your spirit, firm and secure, realizing that I work everything together to ultimately benefit the people who love me and are called by my motivation. However, the night might be long and the agony might appear to be agonizing. Cling tightly to trust, for I'm the Lord of trust who fills you with all happiness and harmony as you confide in me. Trust in my commitments, for they are valid and reliable, and they will support you through each hardship. Rest in my affection, my kid, and let it wash over you like a delicate stream, mitigating your spirit and bringing you harmony. In me, you will track down the solidarity to persevere, the boldness to persist, and the desire to continue, realizing that I'm with you constantly. Dear kid, as you venture through life, confronted with endless decisions and choices, I'm here to direct you with insight and understanding. Amidst vulnerability and disarray, you can look for my advice and track down heading for the way forward. I'm the God who knows the end all along, the Alpha and the Omega, and nothing gets away from my notification. Before you significantly utter a word, I know it totally. Along these lines, and trust in me with everything that is in you, and lean not on your own comprehension. In the entirety of your ways recognize me, and I will coordinate your ways. At the point when you stand at the junction of life, uncertain of what direction to turn, go to me in supplication and look for my direction. I won't keep my insight from you. I will educate you and show you in the manner you ought to go. I will guide you with my caring eye on you. Try not to be restless about anything, yet in each circumstance, by supplication and appeal, present your solicitations to me. I vow to hear your requests and respond to them as per my ideal will. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to flourish you and not to hurt you, plans to give you trust and a future. Trust in my timing, for I make everything wonderful in my time. Try not to hurry onward of my driving, yet stand by without complaining for me to unfurl my arrangements for you. Recollect that my methodologies are higher than your methodologies and my contemplations than your viewpoints. As you look for my direction, tune in for the delicate murmur of my voice addressing your heart. I might express through my promise, through the direction of shrewd coaches, or through the harmony that gets comfortable your soul. Be mindful of my driving, for I'm generally with you, directing you along the way of nobility for the well-being of my name. In any event, when the way appears to be dim and unsure, trust in my dedication. I won't ever leave you nor neglect you, and I will constantly be there to light your direction. Stroll in compliance to my promise, and you will find that my direction prompts favors and plentiful life. Feel free to put it all on the line, for I'm the God who goes before you, making a way where there is by all accounts absolutely not a chance. Trust in me, and I will lead you next to in any case waters and reestablish your spirit. In each choice you make, look for first my realm and my honorableness, and everything will be added to you. In this way, my adored kid, dread not, for I'm with you. Be not alarmed, for I'm your God. I will fortify you and help you. I will maintain you with my honest right hand. Trust in my direction, and you will discover a sense of harmony that outperforms all comprehension, monitoring your heart and brain in Christ Jesus. My dear kid, amidst life's hardships, I'm here to offer you solace and comfort. I see your tears, and I figure out the agony in your heart. However the tempests rage around you, realize that you are in good company, for I'm with you generally, even to the furthest limit of the age. At the point when distress overpowers you and anguish takes steps to immerse your spirit, come to me and track down asylum in my arms. I'm the Lord of all solace, who solaces us in the entirety of our difficulties. I comprehend your aggravation personally, for I also have strolled the earth and encountered the profundities of human affliction. In the midst of misfortune and deprivation, when the throb of detachment feels too perfect to even think about bearing, recall that I am the God who recuperates the grieved and ties up their injuries. I'm near the beaten down and save the people who are squashed in soul. Go to me, and I will spill out my affection and empathy upon you, bringing harmony that outperforms understanding. Feel free to spill your guts before me, for I'm a sympathetic dad who pays attention to the calls of his youngsters. Give occasion to feel qualms about the entirety of your considerations me, for I care for you profoundly and want to bear your weights with you. However the mountains might withdraw and the slopes be eliminated, my undaunted love for you won't ever be shaken. At the point when the haziness shut in and despair take steps to overpower you, grip to the commitments who can always be trusted. I'm the illumination of the world, and in me there is no haziness by any stretch of the imagination. Indeed, even in the valley of the shadow of death, I'm with you, directing you with my pole and staff. Gravitate towards me in petition and reflection, and I will fill you with my tranquility, which outperforms all comprehension. As you live in me, I will stay in you, and together we will face the hardships of life. Relax because of the information that I am working everything together for your great, as per my motivations and plans. However the night might appear to be long, and the agony agonizing, realize that euphoria comes in the first part of the day. I'm the Lord of Trust, who fills you with all satisfaction and harmony as you confide in me. Cling tightly to the expectation that is tracked down in me, for I'm the anchor for your spirit, firm and secure. Indeed, even amidst your distress, I'm working in the background to achieve reclamation and rebuilding. Trust in my unfailing affection, and I will transform your grieving into moving, your sobbing into satisfaction. Focus on me as your wellspring of solidarity and solace, and I will maintain you with my noble right hand. Thus, my dearest kid, don't lose heart, yet take boldness in realizing that I'm with you generally. However the tempests might seep and the waves might crash, I'm the anchor of your spirit, undaunted and sure. Track down your rest in me, and I will give you harmony. My dearest kid, amidst life's hardships, I'm the wellspring of your solace and strength. At the point when you feel overpowered by distress and melancholy, realize that I'm close, prepared to enclose you by my arms of adoration and give comfort to your spirit. I figure out the profundities of your aggravation, for I have strolled this world and encountered the full scope of human feelings. I sobbed with the people who grieved, and I offered uplifting statements to the down and out. Consequently, come to me with your weights, and I will give you rest. At the point when you feel like you are suffocating in an ocean of sadness, shout out to me, and I will protect you from the profundities of despondency. I'm the Lord of all solace, who solaces us in the entirety of our difficulties, so we can comfort those in any issue with the solace we, at the end of the day, get from me. However the tempests of life might seethe around you, realize that I'm your anchor, holding you consistent in the midst of the disturbance. I will never leave you nor spurn you, and I will be with you generally, even to the furthest limit of the age. So cheer up, my kid, and don't lose trust, for I'm working everything together for your benefit. In the midst of distress, grip to my commitments, for they resemble an encouraging sign sparkling in the murkiness. I have vowed to recuperate the despondent and tie up their injuries. I'm near the down and out, and save the people who are squashed in soul. At the point when you feel like you can't go on, recall that I am helping you through the valley of the shadow of death. However you stroll through the most obscure valley, dread no underhanded, for I'm with you. My pole and my staff, they solace you. Find solace in the association of my kin, who can offer petitions, consolation, and backing during your period of scarcity. Rest on each other, bearing each other's weight, and satisfying the law of Christ. In your distress, spill your guts to me in supplication, for I'm tuning in. Prepare to clear away every detach from your eyes. Project every one of your considerations on me, for I care for you, and I will support you through the haziest of evenings. As you stroll through the valley of the shadow of death, recall that I am the light sparkling in the obscurity, offering trust and salvation to all who call out upon me. Trust in me, my kid, and I will transform your grieving into moving and dress you with satisfaction rather than distress. So don't be apprehensive, my cherished, for I'm your shelter and strength, and always present assistance in a difficult situation. Rest in my hug, and let my tranquility wash over you like a stream, quieting your upset soul and filling you with trust for what's in store. Dear kid, as you venture through life, you will experience numerous intersections where choices should be made. At these times, I'm here to offer you direction and astuteness, enlightening the way before you so you might stroll in my ways and satisfy the reason for which I have made you. When confronted with tough decisions, look for my advice through supplication and contemplation. Calm your psyche and hold nothing back from hear my still, little voice addressing you in the profundities of your spirit. I will direct you along the correct way, driving you in the manner in which you ought to go. And trust in me with everything that is in you and lean not on your own comprehension. Recognize me in the entirety of your ways, and I will coordinate your means. For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to flourish you and not to hurt you. Plans to give you trust and a future. In the midst of direction, look for shrewdness from my promise, which is a light to your feet and a light to your way. Reflect on my lessons constantly, and you will resemble a tree planted by surges of water, yielding natural product in season and thriving in all you do. Consider the guidance of the individuals who walk intimately with me, for iron homes iron, and one individual homes another. Encircle yourself with astute and faithful consultants who can offer understanding and viewpoint on the decisions you face. Be patient and sit tight for my timing, for I make everything delightful in my time. Try not to hurry onward or fall behind, however, stroll in sync with my soul, believing that I am working everything together for your benefit. Try not to be influenced by the assessments of others or the tensions of the world, yet stand firm on my commitments and standards. Be valiant and undaunted, realizing that I'm with you any place you go, and I won't ever leave you nor spurn you. Listen cautiously to the promptings of my soul inside you, for I will direct you with delicate pushes and heavenly motivation. Focus on the signs and signals I place along your way, directing you toward the satisfaction of my motivations. Give your own longings and plans over to me, believing that my methodologies are higher than your methodologies and my considerations than your viewpoints. Give your will over to mine, and I will lead you in ways of honorableness for the good of my name. As you stroll in acquiescence to my direction, believe that I will arrange your means and lay out your arrangements. Regardless of whether you stagger or mess up, I will be there to divert your way and lead you back into arrangement with my will. So don't be restless about the choices you face, however, share them with me in petition and request. Also, the tranquility of God, which rises above all comprehension, will monitor your hearts and psyches in Christ Jesus. My dear kid, as you venture through life, I'm here to direct you toward satisfaction and reason. I have created an extraordinary way for you, loaded up with potential open doors for development, learning, and commitment to your general surroundings. Trust in my insight and follow my driving, for I know the plans I have for you. Plans to thrive you and not to hurt you. Plans to give you trust and a future. Embrace the excursion of self-disclosure, for I have blessed you with gifts, abilities, and interests that are ready to be released. Look for my direction in knowing your motivation and adjusting your aspirations to my heavenly will, for I know your deepest longings, and I'm prepared to satisfy them in manners past your creative mind. Feel free to put it all on the line, for I'm the light unto your way and the light unto your feet. In any event, when the way appears to be unsure, trust in my arrangement and follow where I lead, for I'm devoted to direct you through the wild and lead you into a land streaming with milk and honey. Be available to divine open doors that come your direction, for I frequently work in secretive ways to satisfy my motivations. Remain sensitive to my voice inside your heart, for I will address you through instinct, motivation, and the direction of savvy guides along your excursion. Be encouraged by misfortunes or disappointments, for I can transform even the most difficult conditions into venturing stones towards your definitive fate. Trust in my timing, for I make everything wonderful in my time, and what might appear as though a postponement is in many cases my approach to setting you up for more noteworthy what might be on the horizon. Remain secured in confidence and determination, realizing that I am dependably close by, rooting for you as you push forward towards the award. Allow your life to be a demonstration of wow and effortlessness, sparkling brilliantly so that all could see the groundbreaking force of my adoration. Be aware of the necessities of others along your excursion, for genuine satisfaction comes not from self-serving pursuits, but rather from thoughtful gestures, sympathy, and administration to mankind. As you plant seeds of adoration and liberality, You will procure collective favors incomprehensible. Commend every achievement and accomplishment along your excursion, expressing appreciation to me for the effortlessness that is presented to you thus far. Yet, never become smug, for I have considerably more prominent undertakings and achievements coming up for you as you keep on looking for my will and heed my direction. Recollect that genuine satisfaction is found not in natural fortunes or honors, but rather in knowing me personally and strolling in arrangement with my motivations for your life. Look for first my realm and my honesty, and everything will be added unto you. As you venture toward satisfaction, may you be loaded up with the harmony that outperforms all comprehension, realizing that you are adored, esteemed, and bound to exceed all expectations in my eyes. Trust in me, my kid, and I will lead you on ways of uprightness for the good of my name, directing you towards an existence of direction, bliss, and everlasting importance. All in all, the heavenly discourse among God and mankind embodies a significant excursion of disclosure, direction, and thoughtfulness. All through this talk, the pith of adoration, sympathy, and insight radiates, winding around an embroidery of understanding and reason. As we ponder this trade, let us recall that the way to otherworldly illumination isn't clear all the time. It is full of difficulties, questions, and snapshots of dimness. Be that as it may, through relentless confidence and steadfast commitment, we can explore these preliminaries with elegance and flexibility. May this discourse act as an encouraging sign and motivation for all who look for comfort in the heavenly. Allow us to embrace the lessons bestowed and endeavor to typify the ethics of benevolence, modesty, and absolution in our day-to-day routines. As we bid goodbye to this holy trade, let us convey forward its illustrations with us, enlightening the world with the illumination of heavenly love. For in the core of each and every spirit lies the potential for change and greatness, directed by the timeless insight of the heavenly.